DILLIAN the Body Snatcher White here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
As most of you are very well aware right now, that March the 24th will be a great fight between the Body Snatcher DILLIAN WHYTE and Big Daddy Lucas Browne, and that will be at the O2 Arena March 24th. And this is a fight for me, and it'll come to no surprise for any of you guys to know that this is the fight that has got me the most pumped for any of the fights that have been announced. Yes, there are some huge fights already announced, and I'm looking forward to each and every one of them. But this one, for me, just edges it a little bit more. Maybe because I'm a huge DILLIAN WHYTE fan, right? But the press conference is going to be on Thursday. I'm fully excited about this one. I'm expecting some verbal assaults from both guys on this one, to be honest, and it'd be good to actually see these two face to face. These two have been chastising each other on social media for the best part of a year or two now, so finally these two are actually going to finally meet, if you like, and have a head-to-head, have a press conference, have a little chat. Ricky Hatton, who is the manager for Lucas Browne, is not going to be there. He's currently on holiday, but of course Lucas Browne will have his own representatives, his own trainer and that there, of course, or at least you would imagine so. And DILLIAN WHYTE, this will be just down the road from him, of course, so not too far for him to travel. And Lucas Browne did say if anybody's going to go down there, he'll quite happily sign any autographs or have a chat with anybody, if you so wish. But like I said, this fight for me is the one that I'm most looking forward to. We actually get to see DILLIAN WHYTE in a fight that we all want to see him in. Now, of course, Robert Helenius was equally as good a fight that we all wanted, but Robert Helenius just didn't bring it. He was on the back foot for the entire fight from round 2 onwards, and made DILLIAN WHYTE chase him around, which is very, very difficult to trap somebody who's as big and as long as Robert Helenius. Lucas Browne is not that type of fighter. He's a guy who comes forward and likes to trade. He doesn't mind getting hit, and obviously has a huge right hand. He does have, I'm not going to say one-punch knockout power, because for me, one punch could probably put you on the deck, but not necessarily knock you out. I mean, it can, but it's quite rare to see that from Lucas Browne. He does need to hit you a couple more times, and yeah, he's certainly got power to put the lights out on anybody. DILLIAN WHYTE also has that. Now, we've seen Lucas Browne rock before. We've seen him dropped by Chagaev. You could argue that Chagaev was out of shape and way past his prime. Of course you can, but of course you have to remember now that DILLIAN WHYTE has not hit his prime yet. He's still learning as he's going along. He's still young into the pro game. He didn't have much of an amateur experience due to his kickboxing background. So of course they almost forced him to turn pro a bit earlier than maybe what he should have done. So all these fights that he's taking now are of course all learning fights. And I love this fight. In fact, all fights that DILLIAN WHYTE is in, I'm glued to it, and of course I'm nervous each and every time, because the last thing in the world I want to see, right, is my favourite fighters losing. And it's a very realistic chance that this could happen in this fight. Lucas Browne is no mug, but DILLIAN has been asking for this fight. He's very, very confident, and I'm also equally confident in DILLIAN WHYTE to stop Lucas Browne. Lucas Browne's been inactive ever since his win over Chagaev, where he became the WBA regular champion. He was off with suspension. He's been out of the ring for quite a long time, and has only had one fight against a guy who I couldn't even tell you his name, to be honest. So that's all Lucas Browne's done. He was supposed to have fought DILLIAN WHYTE on October 28th on the Joshua Takam undercard, but due to the time scale and this, that and the other, that couldn't happen, hence the reason why Robert Helenius came in. Then there was talk that the fight was going to happen on February the 3rd. Again, by the time all the negotiations were all sorted out, this, that and the other, again, the time scale wasn't enough for a proper camp. While a lot of us were quite annoyed by that, it's kind of fair enough, because while Lucas Browne wouldn't have got a full camp, again, DILLIAN WHYTE wouldn't have got a proper camp with an opponent in mind. This is the first full camp that DILLIAN WHYTE is going to get since the Joshua fight. The closest thing to it was Derek Chisora, but even then it was only a matter of, what, 6 weeks I think it was. But with Anthony Joshua, he had pretty much a full camp, and now against Lucas Browne, he's going to have a full camp. So we should see the best of Dillian White, all going well. I am predicting Dillian White to win, and win by knockout, probably late rounds. But either way, I don't see Lucas Browne beating him on points. I don't think he's a better boxer than Dillian White. But like I said before, Lucas Browne has grit in him. He has determination, and he has a will to win. So I don't think that Lucas Browne's going to quit. I don't think he's going to be running like Robert Helenius was, or make this fight difficult, which is why I'm predicting a stoppage for Dillian White. Lucas Browne isn't that fast on his feet, but like I said, those big punches of him from his big right hand are hurtful, very hurtful, and Dillian's going to be very well aware of this, of course. So anyway, this is a fight that I'm really looking forward to, and for me, this is the one fight out of all the fights, and this includes Joshua Parker, Wilder Ortiz, and Kell Brook Rabchenko, all these kind of ones. While I'm stupidly excited for all of these fights, Dillian White versus Lucas Browne just edges it a little bit more for me. So drop your thoughts below as to how you see this fight going. Click the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you next video.